As we journey through life, reaching old age inevitably brings with it a set of experiences that can be both challenging and rewarding. This stage of life is often a time of reflection, growth, and for many, a deeper understanding of the world and themselves. However, embracing the fullness of these years requires us to face certain truths that may be uncomfortable or difficult to accept. While these truths may initially feel like obstacles, they hold the potential to bring us a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and happiness in this new chapter of life. The first truth to recognize is that, as you age, you may no longer feel like the center of attention. For many years, your sense of identity might have been deeply connected to your roles, whether as a parent, a professional, or an active member of your community. People sought your advice, relied on your expertise, and looked to you for guidance. This sense of purpose gave each day meaning. But as time passes, the world changes, and the demands placed on you can start to diminish. You might find yourself feeling sidelined, as though the spotlight that once shone brightly on you has now dimmed. This shift can feel unsettling, even like a loss of relevance. As younger generations take center stage, the rhythm of life seems to move forward, often without asking for your involvement. The phone calls become less frequent, and you might start to wonder if you matter less. But here's the crucial thing. Your worth was never defined by how many people depended on you. This stage of life offers a chance to redefine what it means to be at the center. When you step away from the illusion of constant attention, you discover the freedom that comes with it. The truth is, the world was never as focused on you as you once believed. People are often preoccupied with their own lives, facing their own challenges and goals. They weren't analyzing your every move or measuring your worth the way you might have thought. Realizing this is liberating. It allows you to shed the burden of others' expectations and embrace life on your terms. This can open the door to living authentically, without the pressure of outside judgment. It's an invitation to focus on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment, without apology. Living authentically in your later years doesn't mean isolating yourself or neglecting relationships. It means focusing on the few connections that bring you genuine happiness and choosing activities that nourish your soul. It's about realizing that quality always outweighs quantity. Instead of seeking attention from everyone in the room, you can focus on being truly present with those who value and appreciate you for who you are. And in this quiet space, you can rediscover the simple joys of life, whether it's enjoying a morning coffee, reading a good book, or watching a sunset. These small moments become richer when you no longer feel the need for external validation. The unexpected gift of stepping out of the spotlight is the ability to connect more deeply with younger generations, not as competitors for attention, but as mentors and guides. Your worth isn't diminished as you age, rather, it evolves. Instead of being the star, you become the foundation, offering wisdom and insight that others can build upon. This shift can bring profound peace, knowing that your value lies in your presence, in being real and unapologetically yourself. The second truth of aging is that your body will inevitably change. This reality is unavoidable, and while it might feel like a betrayal at times, it is part of the natural process. The body that once carried you effortlessly through the world may now feel more fatigued. Tasks that once seemed simple, like tying your shoes or getting out of bed, may require more effort. The reflection in the mirror may show new lines, softer contours, or graying hair. These changes are a reminder of the passage of time and often stir feelings of loss or frustration. It's easy to see these physical shifts as a personal failing or something to be fought against. However, it's essential to recognize that your body, even as it changes, remains a loyal companion. It has supported you through all the highs and lows of life, and while its abilities may be different now, they are no less valuable. Aging gracefully doesn't mean ignoring these changes or trying to reverse them. It means learning to honor your body with compassion. It's about understanding that your body, in all its transformations, is still a testament to the life you've lived. Rather than criticizing it, you can choose to listen to it and treat it with kindness. Aging gracefully is an act of self-respect, taking care of your body in the ways that it needs now, whether through gentler forms of movement, a balanced diet, or regular checkups. This isn't about trying to defy age, but about embracing it with strength and dignity. It's also important to stop comparing yourself to your younger self or to others around you. Each body is unique, shaped by its own history and experiences. Comparing your current self to the younger version of you is like comparing a well-read book to a new one. It's the signs of use that give it character and meaning. Every wrinkle, every scar, tells a story of resilience and endurance. Acknowledging these changes doesn't mean giving up on self-care. On the contrary, it's a time to double down on taking care of yourself, not out of fear, but out of respect for the life you've lived. Moreover, these physical changes offer a deeper gift. They remind us of life's impermanence, encouraging us to focus on what truly matters. As the distractions of physical perfection fade away, there is space to invest in the things that bring us joy, the time with loved ones, the pursuit of passions, and the simple moments of gratitude. Your body, despite the changes, remains the vessel through which you experience the beauty and wonders of life. It allows you to feel the warmth of the sun, enjoy a heartfelt conversation, or savor a quiet moment of reflection. These are the gifts of aging that are worth celebrating. Aging is not a battle against the inevitable. It's a shift into a new phase of life, one that brings with it its own unique form of strength. This strength may be quieter, but it is no less powerful. Your body may not be what it once was, but that's okay. You too are not the same as you were years ago, and that is something to embrace. Your body and mind have adapted and endured together, and they will continue to do so. Together, you will find beauty in every stage of the journey, no matter how much time passes or how different things may seem. As we grow older, we face a hard and often painful truth. Not everyone will stay with us until the end. The people we once laughed with, those who supported us through thick and thin, and even life partners who shared in our joy and sorrow may not always walk this path with us. Whether it's through the passage of time, distance, or the heartbreaking finality of loss, relationships change, and people leave our lives. This reality, while deeply human, is one that becomes more apparent as we age, and the absence of loved ones can feel heavier as the years go by. When we are younger, it's easy to take companionship for granted. We're surrounded by friends, family, colleagues, and acquaintances, and there's often little time to consider how fleeting these relationships can be. But as time moves forward, those circles tend to shrink. Loved ones may pass away, or relationships may simply fade due to circumstances beyond our control. It's during these quieter moments of solitude that we begin to feel the absence of those who once filled our lives with laughter and conversation. And while this loss is painful, it's important to allow ourselves to grieve. Grief is not something to dismiss or rush past. It's a testament to the love we've shared, a reflection of the deep connection we once had. The pain of missing someone is simply an echo of their impact on our lives. Even as we grieve, there is an opportunity to honor those we've lost by embracing the life we still have. The truth is, no relationship is meant to last forever. They come into our lives for different reasons, each bringing something valuable. Some relationships are fleeting, but their impact is profound, while others endure for decades. Rather than dwelling on the end of these connections, we can focus on the richness they brought to our lives during their time with us, the stories, the laughter, the lessons, and the memories. These connections continue to live on in us, woven into the fabric of who we are. No one truly leaves us. They remain with us in our hearts and in the choices we make moving forward. But here's another truth to remember. As some people exit our lives, new faces will appear. New friendships can blossom in the most unexpected of places. It could be a casual conversation at the store, a kind wave from a neighbor, or a shared interest at a local club. It's never too late to build new relationships. While these new connections may not carry the same history as those we've lost, they can still bring joy, meaning, and fulfillment into our lives. Opening ourselves to new people isn't a betrayal of the past. Rather, it's a reaffirmation of our ability to love and connect. These new relationships don't replace the old ones. They simply add to the rich tapestry of our lives. This reality also serves as a reminder to cherish the relationships that remain. Don't wait for the perfect moment to reach out to the people who matter most. Make the phone call, write the letter, visit when you can. Time is unpredictable, and every moment spent with someone you love is a precious gift. Don't assume that they already know how much you care. Life can change in an instant, and every opportunity to express love should be embraced without hesitation. Amidst the changing landscape of relationships, there is one connection that will always remain vital, the one you have with yourself. Solitude, though often mistaken for loneliness, can be a time of profound self-discovery and growth. It's during these quiet moments that we can reflect on our lives, rediscover forgotten passions, and find peace within our own company. Learning to enjoy your own presence lessens the weight of solitude. When you are content in your own skin, the absence of others becomes easier to bear. Ultimately, the impermanence of relationships is not something to fear, but something to accept with grace. Every goodbye, as painful as it may be, makes room for new experiences, new connections, and a deeper appreciation for the present moment. Life is not measured by how many people stay, but by the depth of the relationships we've formed along the way. So hold on to the memories of those who are no longer with you. Let their lives inspire you to live fully, love deeply, and connect openly. And as you look around at the people who are still with you, embrace them with all your heart, knowing that the beauty of relationships lies not in their permanence, but in their presence. The love you've shared will echo throughout your life, giving it meaning and a profound sense of connection. This is the beauty of relationships. They don't need to last forever to leave a lasting impact. Change, however, is another unavoidable constant in life. As we age, it may seem like the world around us shifts more dramatically, and change can feel overwhelming. The people we love may move away or pass on, neighborhoods evolve, technologies alter the way we connect, and even our own bodies and minds undergo transformations we never anticipated. For many, change can feel like the loss of control, a steady erosion of the life they once knew. But resisting change only magnifies the discomfort. It's like trying to stop the tide from coming in. It's an exhausting, futile task. The truth is, change will happen, whether we want it to or not. The sooner we stop fighting it, the sooner we can find peace in the flow of life. Accepting change doesn't mean forgetting the past or pretending that losses don't matter. It simply means learning to coexist with the reality of impermanence. Every moment, every stage of life is fleeting, but that fleetingness is also a doorway to something new. Think back to the times when you faced major changes, whether it was a new job, a move, or a shift in family dynamics. At first, these changes might have felt insurmountable or painful, but over time, you adapted. You found joy and meaning in the new circumstances, proving that resilience and growth are possible, no matter how challenging change may seem. As we grow older, change may come in different forms: the empty nest, the loss of a partner, or the need for a smaller home. These shifts might feel like endings, but they are also beginnings. Embracing change with an open heart allows us to grow and learn even in the face of the unfamiliar. Change is not just about keeping up with the world. It's about staying engaged with life, continuing to evolve, and finding joy in the unexpected. Change is often unpredictable, and though it may feel daunting at first, it can bring along unexpected blessings. Sometimes what seems like a closed door might lead to a window you hadn't noticed before. A storm may disrupt the comfort of what you knew, but in doing so, it clears a path for new growth. Change doesn't just take something away, it transforms. It forces you to question what truly matters and offers you the chance to evolve into a version of yourself you might never have discovered otherwise. It's natural to grieve the loss that change brings. It's okay to feel sadness for what you once had, for the parts of your life that have shifted beyond recognition. But once that grief fades, you face a choice: to stay anchored in the past or to embrace the present and the future it promises. Choosing to accept change as a part of life is a choice to continue living fully. Adaptability is a quiet strength. It's the power in learning to navigate life's shifts instead of being swept away by them. The seasons of life are meant to change. They are meant to flow, to teach, and to transform. While change can feel unsettling, it's also full of beauty. It invites you to uncover new parts of yourself, to find new joys, and to connect with the world in ways you hadn't imagined before. So, when change comes, whether it's a small shift or a major upheaval, welcome it as a teacher. Let it remind you that you are not stagnant, but constantly evolving. Let it show you that even as everything around you shifts, your ability to grow, to adapt, and to find meaning remains unshaken. Life's only constant might be change, but within that truth is the opportunity for a rich, dynamic life full of discovery. Happiness is a choice, not something that simply falls into our laps. As time goes on, it's easy to think happiness depends on external factors, when everything aligns perfectly, when life is kind, when we face fewer losses, when things go our way. But the deeper truth is that happiness isn't a stroke of luck. It's a conscious decision to seek joy, even when life feels imperfect. As we age, life can become more complicated. There may be days when physical pain seems to overshadow everything else, when we face the loss of loved ones, or when the familiar chaos of a busy home turns into quiet solitude. These shifts can make happiness feel like something far off, out of reach. But the truth is, happiness doesn't depend on circumstances. It starts within us, as an act of choosing perspective, gratitude, and mindfulness. Choosing happiness doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect or ignoring the struggles of aging. It means shifting your focus from what you've lost to what remains. Notice the simple joys that surround you: the warmth of the sun, the laughter of a child, the satisfaction of a small task completed. These moments are not insignificant. They are the threads that weave together a joyful life. When you learn to savor them, you make room for happiness to flourish. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating happiness. It helps you see life through a lens of abundance, not scarcity. Even on the hardest days, there's something to be thankful for, whether it's the people who care about you, the memories you cherish, or the resilience you've built over time. Gratitude doesn't eliminate hardship, but it softens the blow, reminding you of the good that exists alongside the difficult. Another key to happiness is letting go of regrets, missed opportunities, and the idea that life has to be perfect to be fulfilling. By the time we reach later years, we've all made mistakes and faced setbacks, but holding on to those regrets only weighs us down. Forgiving ourselves and letting go of the should-haves frees us to embrace the present, just as it is. Perspective plays a huge role in happiness. Imagine standing in the rain. One person may curse the storm, focusing only on the discomfort it brings, while another might marvel at the beauty of the rain, the fresh scent of the earth, or the life it nourishes. The rain hasn't changed, but the experience is different based on perspective. Happiness works in the same way. It's not about what happens to you, but how you choose to see it. Shifting your perspective may take practice, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. In later years, happiness often boils down to being present, fully inhabiting the moment without worrying about the past or future. When you stop waiting for life to be perfect, you'll realize that life is already filled with magic, imperfections, uncertainties, and all. These are the very things that make life meaningful. They teach you resilience, deepen your compassion, and remind you of your own strength. Choosing happiness also has a ripple effect. When you radiate joy, even in small ways, you inspire those around you to do the same. A smile to a stranger, a kind word to a friend, a laugh with family. It all spreads positivity, creating more happiness than you may realize. In this way, choosing happiness doesn't just enrich your own life, it enriches the lives of others as well. Despite what society might tell you, happiness doesn't fade with age. It's not something you find, but something you create, one moment at a time. It's not about chasing after fleeting pleasures or waiting for everything to align. It's about finding beauty in the everyday, appreciating the journey, and recognizing that even now, in this stage of life, there's so much to celebrate. The power to choose happiness has always been within you. As you embrace this truth, you'll see that happiness isn't about avoiding life's challenges, but finding meaning and joy in them. It's about seeing the value in imperfection, the strength in resilience, and the connection in shared experiences. Life may not always be perfect, but that doesn't stop it from being beautiful. So as you move forward, may you carry these lessons with you. Know that life's story is still being written, and you have the power to shape it. Your best chapters may still be ahead. Keep embracing life with wisdom, grace, and a heart full of belief that even now, the best is yet to come. Thank you for being here, and I hope you'll join me again to continue this journey. Let's keep exploring together.